In this video, we're going to show you how to step through the setup wizard in your gradebook. The first time you log into your Desire to Learn class and click on grades, this page will appear. This is the grade setup wizard. To start, we click on the start button here. For the first step, we want to choose whether we're going to use a weighted or a points gradebook. Weighted gradebook simply means that you have a category for each group of things that you're going to grade, such as tests, homework assignments, projects, and each of those is going to be a % of the grade. Points is where you strictly assign points and their whole grade is based off of the points. We're going to do a weighted system. We'll click next. On this page, on this step, we release one of the final grades. The difference between the two is calculated final grade is calculated by the system automatically. You cannot change the final grade at the end of the semester. And then you have adjusted final grade. Adjusted final grade allows you to make any changes at the end of the semester. Say you want to bump their grade up or take a couple points off at the end of the semester, then you would release the adjusted final grade. You can always change these settings in the grade settings area afterwards if you're not happy with the way that the gradebook is set up. I'm going to keep calculated final grade as my selection and click next. Step 3, you have the option of dropping ungraded items or treating ungraded items as 0. I usually drop ungraded items, and what this does is anything that you haven't done in the course yet will not be marked as 0, affecting the final calculated grade. If you drop ungraded items, you just have to go in and put a 0 if they don't do an assignment. And then you want to make sure that the auto update box is checked to keep that final grade calculated for you automatically. Step 4 allows us to change the grade scheme. The default is percentage and we don't have any other set up, so as of right now that's the only thing that you can do on this page. We'll click next. Step 5 allows you to change the number of decimal places to display next to the numbers in their grade. 2 is the default and it's usually fine. If you would like to change that, you can do that here. Step 6 is the student's view of the gradebook. I like to just make sure everything is checked under grade detail, so points, weighted, grade scheme symbol, grade scheme color. Again, if you did points, you would not have the weighted grade option here. Decimals displayed. If you changed the decimals on the previous step, I would also change the decimals here just to be consistent. If you create a new item that's a text item, this is how many characters it will display by default. With that not being a item that is used a lot, 15 usually is good. You can always go back and change that if you need to. And then the final grade calculation gives them a button they can click on to view what grade items were used in their final grade calculation. You can leave everything the default here and click next. And step 7 is just an overview of everything we selected. If you're happy with everything that you have, you can click finish. If not, you can always click back and go back to the previous step. So now we're ready to go ahead and create new category, a new item. You can import your grades, create a grade scheme, manage grade items and categories, and enter grades. We're going to end this video here. In the next video, we'll go over some of these settings.